Good morning, everyone. So my name is Sally, if we haven't met before. I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an insight into my 2021. So for me, health is a really big focus. And so far this year, I know we're only the 8th of February, but so far this year, I have managed to develop a habit, as small as going to the gym, and a lot of other goals as well. What I noticed this morning, however, for a split second, was that I didn't want to go. I was just like, I don't really feel like going. And that is just a little voice that happens in our minds, right? And I put it down to, I broke the habit. So I didn't go for 3 days consecutively, even though I hit all of my health goals for the last week. And this is a challenge so many people face when they're wanting to improve their goals. They want to improve as a person. They want different results, whether that's financial, whether that's an improved relationship, health goals, whether that's, life goals, any kind of goals. And really the journey is battling or overcoming, I should say, our own mindset, because these thoughts that come into play are really there to just keep us in our comfort zone. As many of you, I think, are aware, depending on where you're at in your journey. So what's important to recognize is that it doesn't matter where we're at in our journey. Millionaires still face the same battles and mindset shifts that they have to overcome in order to get to, tens of millions or the, 10x. And it's the same with our health goals. It doesn't matter where we're at in our journey. And we always say to our clients, the journey is no different for anyone. So it's always a constant shift of overcoming those thoughts that come into play. So what I wanted to share with you is a couple of tips that have really helped Martin and myself within our own journey in business, but also in our relationship, also our life goals, and also our health goals. So if this is something that you're kind of, you find yourself battling with, you either, kind of retreat, or maybe you have plateaued at a certain, certain place, and you're just not sure how to get to that next level. These are some really great tips that we come back to. So I've written them down here. So number one is get clear on what your goals actually are. So be specific here. So many people are like, I just want to be more healthy, or I just want to make more money, or I just wish I had more time. Okay, but how much money do you want? You want to go from 10K to 100K? You want to double your income? What does that actually look like? What is that amount? And then you have an understanding. Once you have direction, you can get the pathway. Super, super easy. It's like with health goals. Okay, you want to lose weight. How much weight do you want to lose? You want to get really, really crystal clear on what those are. You want a better lifestyle. What does that look like for you? You want more time? How much time? So you want to get crystal clear on what those goals are, because if you're foggy or hazy around where you're going, and we see this time and time again, and this really affects business, all areas. So the moment you get really crystal clear on what it is that you want to achieve, you have finally a direction. You have a point where you want to be going. So start there, get really clear. You cannot be too specific here, so I can't stress that enough. Get super clear. This is what Martin and myself do. Number two is recommit to them every week. So for Martin and myself, every Sunday we sit down and we go over the week before. We separate these goals into health, relationship, business, and life. And we actually rate them out of 10, because we want to know that we're actually improving. We hold each other accountable. We have different goals. Some of them are the same, but every Sunday religiously we come together, we regroup, we rate ourselves out of 10 from the previous week, and we write down new goals that are going to help us improve and get to that next level. This is a really, really powerful brainstorm. If you are single, you can do it with yourself, obviously. I would encourage you, if you are in a relationship, to do that with your partner, although not necessary. I think it's really important, because so many people can write down goals, but then they don't come back to them, and they don't know how they don't know where they're going. They don't know how well they're doing. And that's a really, really crucial step, because it's super easy to write down our goals. It's super easy to create a vision board, but it's the action steps, and it's identifying the level of action that we're taking, and it shows how committed we really are to those goals. So if we really truly want those different results, and we want to improve, and we want to grow, and we want to make more money, and we want the great relationship, and we want to lose weight or be toned, or whatever that vision is for you, we want to be making sure that every single day and every week that we're actually working towards it. Super, super important. So I encourage you to do something like that. Maybe it's daily, maybe it's weekly, but rate yourself out of 10. It helps you to get really crystal clear on the facts, and you want to be honest with yourself too, because otherwise you're just cheating yourself out of results, and that is not what we want if you want to change your results. And then the third tip is, I've put down here, keep going until it's an unconscious habit. So what that really means is, in the beginning, when we're trying to create new behaviors and new habits, we have to consciously write it down and be like, okay, we've got to make sure that we've got to go to the gym, or we've got to make sure that we write this post, or we've got to make sure that we're turning up today. And so we've got this big list of things that we need to do, and that means it's not a habit. So until it's an unconscious habit where you just wake up and you're like, boom, okay, I'm going because that's my routine and I know that's going to help me get to next level, that's when you start falling in love with the process. I'm sure most of you guys have heard about this saying before, and that is the ultimate key to success. When you start forming these new habits and forming these new belief systems and mindset shifts, where you start to actually enjoy going to the gym, you start enjoying eating healthy foods, you start enjoying seeing the money and working with great clients, and you start enjoying the process of branding, of marketing, of sharing your message with the world. You actually enjoy spending time with your partner and actually having activities that you both find really fun, or that you come together. There's all of these sorts of things where that is the ultimate key to success, that you want to start falling in love with that process and make it an unconscious habit. Until then, it is not a habit, I believe. So you want to keep going until that just becomes your normal routine, and man, watch as those results change. So that is how you stay committed to your goals. These are top tips that Martin and I personally use, and it has been an absolute game changer. Again, it doesn't matter whether this is health, relationship, business. We would encourage you to do it for all three. This has been a huge shift for us. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, let me know.